Hey guys, welcome to another video. So today I wanted to give you guys some tips on how to make your fragrance last all day. I know in a lot of my videos I talk about, things that I do to make fragrances last. And so I figured why not just make a video where you can come to and, you know, have some tips on how to make a fragrance last all day. So I'm gonna kind of separate these into different things. Some are just super simple and some are a little longer. So take whatever from this that's most helpful for you. Um, and I guess let's get into it. Okay, so the first tip, which is the easiest, I guess, is to bring it with you. So if you have a fragrance that um, isn't lasting, then you can decant it and bring it with you. So this one here has on the bottom you just pump it onto the fragrance and you can bring it with you to spray, and you can get these on Amazon for really cheaply. So this one, it actually turns up. You pull this out, you fill it with your fragrance, and pop it in your purse. So those are two, and they have other options. Some are like little tubes, and the packets always come with what you need in order to get the fragrance in there. So, I mean, the quickest thing, easiest, the most low maintenance would be to bring it with you. Or obviously, if you have a travel spray of your perfume. But I know that's not, some people don't like doing that and all other kinds of things. But I wanted to just kind of at least start off with one of the simplest things that you can do. So next we'll go to my next tip. Okay, so tip number two, use your moisturizer. So what you want to do is when you moisturize, immediately after you moisturize, you can put your fragrance on. What that does is that gives your fragrance basically something to stick to, which also helps with the longevity. So here's some examples. So for example, we sell a Simply Butter, which is just our mango shea butter mix. There's no fragrance added. You could lotion up with that. As soon as you're, done lotioning, spray your fragrance on yourself, and that'll have something to stick to. You can use a lotion. So this CeraVe lotion is unscented. Baby oil gel. So this one is from Amazon, and it really has no scent at all. Johnson and Johnson and Walmart have versions. They actually have a cocoa butter version that kind of has a little bit of a cocoa butter scent, but it's not strong. And then this oil is the cocoa oil from Victoria's Secret. Really good oil, super, super light, almost non existent cocoa scent um, that you can use to, as soon as you're done moisturizing, put it on. And I actually forgot one, good old fashioned Vaseline. So with Vaseline, um, you can use it to moisturize your entire body. Or what you can do is take a little bit of Vaseline and like put it on your pressure points, and you can do the same thing, with our body butter. Just take a little bit of it, rub it into your pressure points, and then spray your perfume directly onto where you um, just put that. So those are ways that you can, because basically what you're doing is you're giving the perfume somewhere to kind of bond to, and that will stay longer on you than, especially for a perfume that doesn't have like, long lasting power, that'll stay on you longer. So using your moisturizer is a great way to make your fragrance last. Next, you could consider using a fragranced butter or oil. So, um, oils and butters that have fragrance in them last longer typically, just because of the concentration of fragrance oils. So, when perfumes are made, they're diluted with an alcohol. And so and they're diluted with the actual fragrance oil. So, fragrance oils are a more potent form of the scent that you have. So, for example, we sell obviously fragranced body butter, and the fragrance in those are strong enough to last you all day. So um, then also I did a DIY on how to make perfumes, and in that DIY I showed you how to actually stop at the making of the fragrance oil, which I'll list that below and then tag it in the video as well. And so you actually could, make your own fragrance oil and then use that. That's going to last longer, but also then you could take that with you if you want it because that tends to be smaller. You can buy a fragrance oil. So the two options that you see here are a commercially bought one. It's Al Rehab. Um, I have quite a few of their oils and they're very long lasting. And then I also make fragrance oils that I sell on my website, which will be listed below. So, fragrance oils are another way of just having a more long lasting fragrance. And then the last, most kind of complicated, which, or time consuming, I guess not complicated, is actually layering. And you would start your layering in the shower. So, in this example, let's say we want to have like a coconut pineapple fragrance for the day, right? So, you would start in the shower. Um, you could use a soap. So, like Dove has mango soap, they have a cocoa butter soap. We actually sell some soaps on our website, which is always linked below. So if you're a bar soap person, there's plenty of options. You can check Marshalls and TJ Maxx, obviously Walmart and Target, um, my website, other websites. There are plenty of people that make fragrant soaps. And so if you wanted like a bar soap, you could definitely kind of go in that realm. If you wanted to do the body wash, so this is just an example of cocoa pineapple that I have from Pink Body Wash. I like Pink's body washes; they're good. Obviously, Bath and Body Works has a ton, and then you know Walmart, Target, all of those you can find. So then in this particular case, so I use a bar soap and body wash. It's just what I do. So I go in with my bar soap, um, and then I go in with my body wash. And so, so for this example, I, have done that. Then you get out of the shower. So then when you're still wet, well, damp, not wet, is when I always suggest moisturizing. And so, because I feel like that actually just works better. So then here are some examples of some moisturizer. So, in this example, our Genesis is a heavily pineapple sandalwood scent that would work well in this example for cocoa and then the cocoa pineapple. And I have over 20 different body butter scents, which again is always listed below. You could do moisturizing with an oil that you made. Um, so again, I'll link the how to make your own perfume oil. But if you use good quality oil, you can actually use that also to moisturize with. Now, obviously, this little sample bottle that I have here is a 1 ounce, and that's not enough to obviously moisturize your whole body. But if you made the same way that you make fragrance oil, you can make a shower oil or moisturizing oil just in larger quantities. And then when you're still damp, you rub that in your body. And we actually make a shower oil, and that's listed below as well. Or, you have your fragrant body cream, you Victoria's Secret, obviously Bath and Body Works, different Walmart, Target, they all have different ones. So in this example, because we're staying in that coconut pineapple range, I picked fresh coconut colada from Bath and Body Works. So you've, for me, bar soap, then body wash that corresponds with the scent I want to wear, and then my moisturizer, which then also corresponds with the scent that I want to wear. And then once you've done that, you can go in with a body spray. So, for example, here I have Pineapple Cove from Victoria's Secret. So immediately, while I'm done, after I finish moisturizing, I go in with my body mist that's still corresponding into, where I'm going. So once I finish that, then it's time for the actual perfume. So Although this mindset or cocoa vanilla is in this example, I actually don't have a longevity problem with this. So I'm not specifically saying that cocoa vanilla has a longevity problem because it doesn't, but the focus is on how to layer. So um, then I top that off with cocoa vanilla, and boom, now even though cocoa vanilla already lasts a good amount of time, with all of this that I've just done with this layering, it even lasts longer. And then if you want to actually even boost it up, what you could do is go in with the, perfumed oil that you have. So that this container here that I have, that's actually a pineapple scent that I made for myself. Um, and so I could actually go in and top that off with cocoa vanille. And then that should be more than enough to get you through the day. And then you still, if you want to, you know, can bring your decant along with you. But by doing all of this, starting in the shower, having your moisturizing down, having that body spray, topping it off with your fragrance, that tends to be more than enough to, get you a nice long time. And you can do this with scents, whether they have a longevity issue or they don't. So if you have a scent, like for example, cocoa vanilla, that'll last about 5, 6 hours on me if I don't do anything. But by adding all of these other steps, I've increased that 5 to 6 hours to well beyond that because I've helped, that fragrance last. So, um, layering is, kind of the step of expanding and how to make your fragrance last. Hey guys, so something I forgot to add, which is now going to be a bonus tip, spray your clothes. So you can take either a complementing scent that you're going to wear that day, the body mist, or the actual fragrance, and spray your clothes. And that's also going to help you to smell good all day because the scent on fabric lasts longer than it does on our skin. So what you can do is, when you pick out what you're going to wear for the day, I tend to do this like before I hop in the shower. I just spray down my clothes with what I'm, going to wear. And then, it's in there for me. It's nice and set, but also not too overwhelming because then it's given the fabric a time enough to kind of absorb the fragrance. And then I've done all my layering, and then I also spray my clothes, and that's your bonus tip on how to make your fragrance last all day. Okay, guys, so those are some tips that you can use on how to make your fragrance last. I hope that this has been helpful and you can kind of refer back to this video, if you're having, issues with a fragrance that you love but don't necessarily last well, or in general, you just want to know, how to make your fragrance last throughout the day. So below are links to where you can get my products, but I also am going to add the DIY video that I did on how to make your own perfume, which again includes fragrance oils. So, check that out below. I hope this has been helpful and informative for you. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys at the next one. Bye.